Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Dental Assistant Tutor. I'm Teresa, and today I'm going to go over the dental news, which concerns the coronavirus. But before I get into the coronavirus, I am going to go over some dental news because there's a lot going on in the dental world. I take breaks from sharing dental assistants stories and sharing instruments and learning tools and everything on my channel, but I do have to take time to share the dental news. This is not to scare future dental assistants from being in the field because we need you. We truly need you, especially with some of the news I'm going to be sharing. And at any chance, coronavirus or not, you're always taking a risk when you're going out there serving others. It could be a police officer who gets shot. So you need a career. You found a great place to do it. So just hang in there, okay? We just got to get through this ordeal with the coronavirus. Okay, so I have so much to go over. I'm trying to start off. So I should start off because I am using a lot of information after my part of the video. I have other parts of videos uploaded after this one, so you can just continue to watch facts. I don't share things unless I know it's a fact. Okay. For that, I must talk about the Copyright Fair Use Disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright Disclaimer Use, Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for the fair use purposes such as criticism, comments, which is what I'm doing, news reporting, which is what I'm doing, teaching, which is what I'm doing, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips for the balance in the favor of fair use. So I went over the fair use. Now we can keep going. Okay, what I need to talk about is robots. Okay, we're going to start off with something, sci-fi. Okay, robots. The first robot, Yami, is the first and only FDA cleared robotic device for dental implant surgery. Yami provides haptic robotic guidance to augment the clinical expertise of skilled implant dentistry teams and deliver repeatable surgical precision. So robots are stepping into place, but it's going to be a long time before you walk into a dentist's office and have a robot working on you, in the States at least, because people want that human caring touch. For dental assistant students out there, if you put your hand on someone's shoulder, you'll be surprised how many people feel comfortable with that during anesthetic. Okay, no one likes a shot, especially in that soft tissue in your mouth. So if you just go like that to keep it appropriate, because we have stories about that too. um let's see here. Let's just go into something about that. Okay, so not a fun news recording today for me, guys. Okay, so dental assistant charged with sexual battery accused of raping teen patients. Edwin Davis, 37, was arrested on Thursday. Land O'Lakes, Florida. A dental assistant at a Land O'Lakes oral surgery facility was arrested accused of sexually assaulting a patient. On December 6, 2019, an 18-year-old woman was having her wisdom teeth removed at Tampa Bay Oral Surgery. She told investigators that she was given a sedative. We know how that is. You give patients sedative to relax them. Edwin Ellis, 37, tried to lift up her shirt. She said she was able to fight him off at first, but he was able to expose her breasts. And then it goes on. They did find his DNA on her. So we have treatment rooms. Normally they're wide open, but I guess with surgical, most places would be closed. That's why we need good, caring dental assistants out there, that will step up and not hurt the patient. Remember the Hippocratic Oath? All right. So next thing I want to talk about is girl's mouth allegedly set on fire by a dentist and what experts call a freak accident. All right, so what happened was a cotton row was sparked by a diamond burr. You know how during crown preps it has to be dry so the dentist can see the margins? Well, that's what's going on. And it sparked. And it actually, during the prep, Dehillen produced a spark with the diamond burr that caused the cotton throat pack lodged in the girl's mouth to ignite into a fire that lasted 1 or 2 seconds, according to the lawsuit. Of course, there's going to be a lawsuit. The girl was hospitalized for 4 days and injuries and burns to her esophagus, throat, tongue, lips, and surrounding areas. According to the complaint, some of the injuries may be permanent and disabling. Um, it added. So let's pray for that girl and for that dentist because that's just a fluke accident. A lot of dentists do that. All right, let's see here. Dentist facing 75 billion fraud charges ordered to stop seeing patients. There are more and more dentists that are doing fraud. A San Diego judge ordered Dr. April Ambrosio to halt her dentistry practice, noting the alleged 600,000 billing scam went on for 3 years. All right, let's see here. Dentist in Swansea pleads guilty to defrauding Medicare. Oh, dentist pleads guilty to criminal sexual assaults. Um, a Lackawanna dentist who was set for jury trial Monday on multiple charges stemming from an attack of a woman in his office last year chose to come forward. Um, God, there's a lot of stuff going on. More fraud. Maryland dentist pleads guilty to Medicare fraud. Virginia Beach dentist pleads guilty to running an oxycodone. Dentist, are you watching me? Okay. If I was your assistant and I was standing right there before you, I would want you to take my advice. And I am sharing this information to all dental assistant students, dental assistants, registered dental hygienists, your office manager. Some dentists feel that they don't need to listen to their staff. Okay. But there comes a time and a place maybe you should. Okay. Because a lot of us come from below the poverty level at times. And so when we want to succeed, we strive for it and we think and we figure out ways instead of being fraudulent. Okay. I have come up with solutions. I've had a few smart people sign up underneath me. Um, I'm going to go over them right now. We will get into the coronavirus, but I want that to be towards the end because I'm not looking forward to telling you what I've learned. Okay. Um, let's talk about the ways to make extra money, all the links. Every time I find a new way to make extra money, okay, because I'm a semi retired dental instructor, I share because I wish I would have known this information when I started out when I was 17 years old as a dental assistant student at a Cleveland public school, okay, in foster care. I wish I would have known this so I could have made a way for my life a little bit better. But I found this information out. I am sharing it with people, and I wish you would utilize it, not just sign up, but utilize it. You know, you do treatment plans. It's the same thing. We're taught to upsell in dentistry, all right? But the ways to make extra money, all right? And this is all on my website. All the research is there. That's dentalindex.weebly.com for all dental professionals. The Dental Index Junior is the one for students. All right, ways to make extra money. All right, so you have where you can sign up to be an RX uh, discount provider. So you slide them a card when you give them a prescription. And most patients get 1 or 2 prescriptions a month. Like for myself, I use myself for an example when I teach. I take blood pressure and I take which is lisinopril, which is the dry cough. If I start coughing, it's not coronavirus, praise God. Okay. But then you got the water pill. Each prescription is $1.77. Oh yeah, that's chump change, you know. You know, you can't get too much for $1.77. But when I started out doing this, every dollar adds up. When you do your treatment plans and you increase your fees just by a few cents, it adds up. So if you have not increased your fees, don't jack them up high price because dentistry is already expensive. I'm just being raw and real. Okay. But we get patients because they need us to fix them. Okay. We're in a world where we have to look good, right? I mean, it was up to me, I'd be up in ponytails and a sweatshirt right now. Um, but seriously, you know, they need you. So, and we have such great communications nowadays. Everybody calls and gets confirmation on their phone. Oh, my dentist is confirming. Push C for confirm, D for cancel, whatever the case your system uses. Both these programs give you a link to send to everybody in your patient's charts, everything in your filing cabinet. Do that. Um, Click of a button on EagleSoft, Soften to send emails. Um, Please utilize this because it will add up. So say you even just got 25 patients out of 300 that looked at it, okay? And they sign up. That's going to add up. Tell them to make sure they use their card because you know what? Pharmacies try to push their card. You ever say, oh, well, I have a card? Well, this one will give you a better discount. No, utilize my card. And they don't need to carry the card around. You don't have to pay nothing to do this. You just show them your phone when you're checking out. Okay. Also, you can buy the box of cards for $10, set it at your front office, and patients come and they'll grab one because they see it. If they grab it, they're going to stick it in their wallet, and chances are they're going to use it. All right. So keep that in mind. There's toothbrushes that you can sell and make profit being an affiliate. That link is below. And if you do cosmetic dentistry, well, one that's attached to makeup. There's just so many different ways you can make money. And then CBD oil. Yeah, okay. Some people don't agree with CBD oil, some do. Whatever the case. Chances are you may not, but your patient might. They have so many different things on the CBD page and it's free. They do the website for you, doctors. You don't have to do nothing but share your link. Okay. If oxycodone. Okay. Doctor plead guilty for that. Well, they got roll on for arthritis. They have the drops to help you with anxiety. I mean, toothache remedies, they have it all right there. They're still coming to see you. They'll probably think you're pretty cool for sharing this, and more dentists are. So, either way, you don't have to do that one. But I'm just saying, that's a chance to make money, and it's easy. I'm not going to waste your time with things that won't make you money and that won't give you guidance and waste your time because then I'll lose your subscription. I'm not doing that. So please take that advice. Um, Check all my links on my channel, please. Let's go here. I'm kind of like today because I so much going on. All right. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I have games I've created. Okay. Um, Dental Pictionary for dental students. All right. If you don't know your instruments, you need to know your instruments. So it's a set of flashcards that you can either get PDF file for $10 or the whole thing. I need sponsors for my channel, so that's why I'm sharing this. Okay. I've had a few donations. I appreciate it. But to keep this going, I've spent a lot of hours. That's why I'm like, looking for all this information to make sure I'm just giving you guys the facts. So, with that being said, and then I have an instrument game that will help you line up your instruments right in the comfort of your home. And I know they're expensive, but I got plans. So, make sure you're checking out my website, students. All right, that's a positive note. Oh, positive post. Let's go positive. Can we go positive for a minute? I need to. I need to review my positive cup. All right. So, there I will have pictures of people that I've seen that their office is sharing about them on social media. I am seeing more and more positivity, rant and raves about their dental professionals. Now, time's running out, but for free, send me your picture. I'm asking, send me a picture of a dental assistant that you want to recognize. A short little sentence, because I'm hoping to get a bunch so I can upload and share for Recognition Week March 3rd through the 6th or 7th, but it's the beginning of March, so time's running out. If you want to give a shout out to your dental assistant, we need to uplift each other during these times because we are working hard. It's your dental assistant that's cleaning up the rooms. I mean, think about it. And your dental hygienist. No, I'm just saying. I'm a DA. All right. So that's positive post. I'm really happy to see about people celebrating, so many years in an office. That makes you look good. You don't want a revolving door, doctors. You don't want a revolving doors. And, there's still some people being picky with other people when they first get started out, or they won't let them take an impression. Build people up. Let's build each other up. Let's not tear each other down. Oh, in fact, I won't say her name because I don't do that. I just don't do that when it comes to fellow dental professionals who are just trying, okay? But if you're bad, I'm going to give you a shout out, okay? But what do you call it? I lost my train of thought. So this girl was told, a dental assistant was told, that if she messed up on her impression, that he was going to take it out of her paycheck. What? What? Ooh, lucky not my boss. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, guys. I mean, I'm a great assistant and I just can't work for a DDS because I don't know what I'm stepping into. All right. So, unless you're a good one in Knoxville. Anyway, uh, coronaviruses. We're going to get to that. I promise. We went over the dental assistant charge, the DDS in the news. Let's talk about Darby Dental. I want to talk about Darby Dental. Okay. Darby Dental gives, and I get nothing for this. Okay. This is truly to help you guys out. If you need to start saving money on supplies, Darby Dental. Now, who says you can't order from two companies? Okay. So, order from Darby Dental to get discount price. And her name's Rebecca. She's on my website. Her information will be linked to this video. And I think she's going to leave a message or a comment. Rebecca, don't forget, hon, to leave a comment underneath this video when you watch this. But, you got to have so much to order, but they're so cheap. I used them when I worked for Dr. Kelso. All right, Darby Dental. She's always been good to me. If you're a student out there, and I got to share this because, some people are not patient with you, doctors. When you're on the phone and you're waiting for us to get back in the treatment room, and we're on the phones either with insurance or we're on the phone with the supply company, well, guess what? We get people that are rude to us. So I'm just giving a shout out to Rebecca because she was always patient and she's always helped my students. So if you're new to ordering, check out Darby Dental, Rebecca. Okay, Patterson. All right. The reason why I say two supply companies is because Patterson is allowing up to 12 purchases of masks. Okay, you need to get these. Okay, it's getting tight. Remember, you want the level 3 mask. Okay, and I got a lot to talk about these masks. Okay. Remember, if you haven't watched my video how to do it correctly, I'm about to do one for on my Dental Geek channel for the general public because I'm tired of seeing people not wearing their mask correctly if they're going to wait in line for hours for just one. Wait in line for hours for one of these. These are hot tamales, guys. Hot tamales. Now, I thought, Lord, I did not plan on doing dental news when I start this channel. It's here to help students. But when you feel called to do something, you start researching. So here's the thing. I've researched, and so have other doctors. And they have discovered that some of these can be autoclavable, okay? But they need to be completely dry for up to 3 days. I'm sharing this information because it might just very well get to the point you need face masks. What are you going to do? Some of you guys are making assistants wear them all day. You gotta stop that. Once they get moist, once they get wet, they are no longer effective. Well, that's going to happen quickly because think of the moisture coming out of your breath, especially if you're a mouth breather. No one thinks about these things. The moisture from, do it right now with me. Take your hand, the moisture, it's getting moist, okay? And I think more people need to order the visors that go over the whole face. It's old school. It's $9.99. I have the link below. But seriously, you put the thing on your face right here. It seals your head. The shield goes down like this. And then you have the mask. I once worked in an office that the lady thought she could just wear the face shield, not the mask. No, it will go up underneath it. But at least it helps prevent the dryness, it keeps it dry. It keeps splatter on there. If you have not watched the video when I squirted my face with the mask on and how it leaked through, you need to. It shows you ways not to wear it, which is, I'm just going to shout it out now because I know a lot of dental professionals do this. They do the figure 8. Kelly, who worked for OSHA, she told me you don't do that during a OSHA meeting. You do not do the figure 8. It leaves gaps. It's no use if you don't cover your nose and pinch it. And make sure you cover your chin. But really, guys, face shield to go over it, links below. And let's talk about this a little bit more. Ultraviolet light. And I'll leave the videos and the pictures that I have discovered information for you so you can see that I'm just not making this up because it's your health that's number one to me right now, okay? It's just so important. And you'll see why when you watch some of these videos. They say if you can just save one life, now's the time to get the words out. Okay? So I'm emphasizing if you run out of these, just in case, let's just, we sterilize gauze, some of us, when we're in the field, we want to give our patients sterilized gauze. We don't know who's touched the package, so you put some in a sterilization pouch and you sterilize it. Okay, let's just throw these in the Statum or the sterilizer. Speaking of Statum, I don't know if I told on my last news, but a Statum did catch on fire because of the wiring, so make sure you're being careful with that. But, let's sterilize them, let them air out, or ultraviolet light. Don't we have ultraviolet lights? We do. We have the curing light, just like Carrot, okay? Um, Guys, it's time to get serious. If you're not getting enough masks, what do you do if you run out? Have you thought about that? What do you do if you run out of masks? You might be in that predicament already because this video goes around the world. So, okay, guys. Yeah, I'm nuts. I just be, years in dentistry, you just start thinking outside the bun, right? Especially when you got a difficult extraction, you start thinking, how can I get these apex tips out? Okay, the roots. Okay, so remember the old Western days? Okay, when they did this? Yeah, I'm always doing something to my face on my channel. Okay, I want you to see how it covers. If worst case comes to scenario, and you can get cute ones, you can get pink or lime green, whatever you want. But if you tie it tight enough, okay, you're going to get sealed right here, and you're going to get sealed up underneath. And I'm sharing this because you might have family members that can't get a mask, okay? What are you going to do? Now, I still get, but it's something. Now, I actually thought, well, if you need to, take this, wear it up underneath, okay, so these aren't getting contaminated by the outside, and then just change these out in between patients. You have to change your mask between patients. So I'm really just trying to think of any way that you possibly can. So, my old Western days living in the Tennessee's rubbing off on me, but, let's do it. Let's do it if it comes to this time. All right. And I'm not trying to freak you guys out, but when you watch the videos I watch and you're about to, clips of them, you're going to see. Now, I say that one's the best because this one, I just don't feel like this will cover it and it's too big for those ladies that have them. Or double wrap it. And same with uh, the one that's one loop, okay? UT. All right. So put your mask on. And if you do the mask, this will probably work just to help it. I once taught a Muslim student and she couldn't get a job because she had to wear her wrap like, they do, right? Well, nah, but some people wish they would just wear the wraps themselves, because it does protect your hair and your face. So just ideas. You can double up your mask to keep this mask that filters, sterilize it if it comes that bad to it. And then use these bandanas, which they're $1 at the Dollar Tree, local store, stack up on them. They're going to help, and you have control of how tight you seal it, okay? And you know what? Are you worried about your image? Are you worried about your image being protective? Because you need to not be vain. I'm just being raw and real. If you're vain, you're probably going to be one of the ones that get it, okay? And God forbid that happens. But you need to take caution, okay? Because guess what? You're going to see here shortly that it takes 6 feet away to catch it. Okay? The viruses, proven fact, live on surfaces for 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks. Okay? Fact again that it's airborne. Okay? Another fact. You ready for this? It has HIV particles in it. Yes, I've shared the news. The news I've been dreading. That's why so many people are dying. It has HIV properties in it. It is considered a form of bioweapon. I ain't going to get into all that. You can watch the video at the end of this. Like I said, this is very strong news video. Please share it with your fellow dental professionals. I don't care what they think, if they think it's nuts or not. But the president, I want to let you know, will be on TV tonight to talk about the coronavirus. And like I saw in my local news in Tennessee, they're talking about homeschooling online, to shut down certain areas so you don't know. I wanted to talk about, I have more things to share with you. Let's see here. Because you know I'm an instructor, bloodborne air pathogens. Okay? Let me read this to you. Okay. Um, I'm at home. My hubby had to share something with me. All right. So, SARS. In 2003, an outbreak of severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, in some parts of the world caused a new scare. SARS is primarily an airborne infection disease transmitted when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Remember, once those masks get wet, they're no longer useful. During the 2003 epidemic, almost 10% of the approximately 8,000 known SARS victims in the world died. Only 7 people in the U.S. were known to have contracted SARS. Well, we're past 7. And I want to show you another type of mask that is in the bloodborne pathogens that they use at schools. That mask. And I have that link below. It has filters. Okay, they even have these type of masks that, you put on, and they have little cartridges of carbon filters. So you can reuse them. You just change out the cartridge. So, just saying, there's other means than just these masks, okay? Um, let's see here. Everybody calm down. Just calm down. Grab a cup of coffee. Get a Coke. Share a Coke with a friend. Yeah, I'm dental, but I'm drinking Coke. All right. So review your universal precaution. Remember, leave nothing unturned. Wipe those hoses one arm length down. Let me get on my other computer. Yeah, UV light bacteria killing robot deployed in Wuhan. So they've used a UV light robot to kill bacteria in Wuhan, where it started at. Ultraviolet light as a means of preventing the spread of the coronavirus, okay? Ultraviolet light means of controlling. Hair dryers won't kill the coronavirus. Guys, grab those curing lights, okay? And never look at the light. You know that for students, okay? Don't look at the light, even though it's a pretty blue light, because you'll ruin your eyes. But make sure that you are using the light. And you can just maybe even, some have those curing machines. I wonder, if anybody knows, leave me a comment. I mean, we're just all learning this together. But you take that light and my battery died on me, of course. But you just cure it, Just light cure it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Those are just some of my ideas. All right. Let me grab my notes. All right. So far, as of this afternoon, 2,770 dead in China, 1,261 in South Korea, 705 on the Diamond cruise ship. Started off with 3,000 passengers. Now 705 of them have died. 374 confirmed in Japan. 178 died in Japan. Um, 57 cases, but I also saw 65 cases in the United States, the USA, um, 13 cases in Germany. I mean, it's just all over. It's all over the globe. It's a pandemic, like they're saying, and so the CDC has. This is the part that I want you to really listen to, if anything else. All right, and listen. If it doesn't happen, great. But what is wrong with being prepared? We're prepared when it comes to, getting our patient back and having everything out for that doctor. Or doctors, you want your assistants to have everything ready. That makes you a good assistant. Now I'm talking to you as mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, just for yourself, for that matter. Okay? You need to stock up. Okay, they are saying that it's not in multiple videos, and I have this information uploaded to this very same video after I'm done talking, which is soon. All right, so thank you for sticking with me. But now, not even as a dental assistant, okay, now as your friend, I'm telling you, please get yourself in order, get your house in order, have enough canned food. Now, I know some of you guys are busy, but you got to take time. And here, don't go out buying steaks, doctors, okay, when you may not be able to cook the steaks. All right. And if we lose power because people can't get to their jobs, then guess what? There's no electricity. So I'm telling everybody right now, canned meat, canned chicken. I go to a cooking class with my daughter because I have a cooking channel, to teach people how to cook. Well, it's healthy families and healthy communities. And I go and I learn these things, and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna learn that from this. I have my own cooking channel. Yeah, if I can use some words, but I won't. Especially these days. But we call it the canned chicken. It's really good for you, especially if you get no preservatives. Okay, so canned chicken, tuna fish, your rice, water. Now, bread goes bad. Say we're locked down. Just hypothetically, let's just think outside the box. We don't want to go there. We don't want this to happen. But just say we're locked down for 2 weeks and your bread goes moldy. But you got the tuna fish, you got the chicken, crackers. Crackers don't go bad. Peanut butter and jelly for kids, when or diabetics when they have that sweet tooth and their insulin's going down. Speaking of that, medicines. Make sure that if you're prescribing medicine, you prescribe enough for your patients. If you know there's going to be a lockdown and they have an infected tooth and you don't want that to blow up. Yeah, it's crazy. It started off with just teaching about dental assisting. And now we're coming to a point where the president's going to talk about the coronavirus, and some say he has downplayed it. And then there's lots of people with facts with the CDC. I'm going with the World Health Administration and the CDC. I'm just saying I'm listening to them. And as you're watching these videos, these very same people I'm mentioning, they're getting their families ready. They're getting their families ready. It's not crazy talk, it's serious talk, okay? When your patient, you go and tell your patient they need 30, they say 32,000 dental treatment, you got to get all these implants and crowns, they're looking at you like crazy, okay? Well, same thing here. You got to get the food, okay? For those, because I'm just going to be raw and real, okay? I know a lot of dental assistants are underpaid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're trying to change that. I always have my petition up underneath the videos about minimum wage going up to $15 an hour. You're worth way more than that. I know you are. Education is expensive. So keep in mind, the extra income that's going to help you yourself pay the student loans off that you're getting. I know, some schools charge $17,000 to 25,000 is the highest I've seen for dental assisting. Yeah, you know. But anyway, besides the petition, if you're having trouble and you cannot get extra food, and no one seems to, everybody's for themselves these days, it seems like, um, there's food banks. Just saying, raw and real food banks. They'll give you cans or whatever, rice, and that's stuff that you can just eat. Make sure it's stuff you can eat. Oh, and if there is no electricity, let's go old school, just like the bandana. We gotta pull it out. Some of us seasoned assistants, but the can opener that you have to do yourself, get one of those. They're at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so everything you need is pretty reasonable. And Aldi's, if you have an Aldi's near you, stock up on cans. Make sure you have water. You can't cook the rice. Just think about what you need and your pets. If you have any pets, all right, you're going to end up having to feed them your food. So think about that now. I've warned people a week or so in my own family, and then the last couple of days, I'm learning all this stuff about how they are going to do it at some point. They're telling you. And some people, guess what? You're at work. You don't know this stuff. So how are you going to learn this stuff, okay? Hand sanitizer. Remember that Perel was in trouble for it. It's great. Some of it smells good. It does kill some germs, but with Cinepro, make sure I've talked too long, so I know it's my cue to get off. Oh yeah, praise, right? But make sure, I'm not making light of it. It's just stressful times. But make sure you're washing your hands really good. And I read that you have to sterilize your rings in this bloodborne pathogen book. That you really should sterilize your rings and stuff like that. Um, that's crazy, but I could see that because think of the germs that are just sitting there that you don't see. And if you have not gone to my website, find the exact picture that tells your patients. If you've been out of the country, please just right click on the picture, save it to your documents, and print it out. And office managers, hang it up outside and put a plastic sleeve over it so it don't get ruined, so they don't even walk into your office. Okay? You have to because everybody travels. Some of your patients are doing well and they travel. I understand this. I've worked at prestige offices. So please make sure that you have something posted so you know. All right, when you're confirming. Oh, yeah. Another big news thing was there's just so much. I'm overloaded. Can you tell? But yeah. You ready for this? I heard this morning on the Today Show, and you can look it up. All the stuff you can look up is that the United States of America had faulty tests. So when people were coming in, checking in, and they weren't being positive, they weren't testing positive. Some of the tests were faulty, and they're trying to fix that. Guys, I'm gonna end my part with a song. I've recently started sharing my faith because I have to. Don't drop off yet because you're gonna want to watch these videos. But like they'll say in the videos too, it's just time to make sure you know and be right with the Lord because I strongly feel this that the Lord will give you more protection than this mask. Because people don't even wear them right to begin with. And we're running out. So what are you going to fall back on? So for those that don't mind, I'm going to play a song. If you know it, sing it with me. I love singing. I can't sing. Hey, if you ever watched that dental assistant video, I have that on my site too. It's the one, this one's for the girls, but it's for dental assistants. I did it to be like Weird Al Yankovic. But here, let me go ahead and play this. If you haven't liked my video, please do so and subscribe. Let's see here. That's not what I want. Hang on one second. Here we go. From the beginning, when the two men got into a fight, I got two videos going. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. As I went down in the river to pray, studying shot multiple times and pronounced it. World's crazy. The starry crown, good Lord, this is for all my dental people. Anybody else watching? Oh, sisters, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Gotta have faith these days. Oh, sisters, let's go down. Down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way. Who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, oh, doctors, let's go down, come on down. Oh, Dennis, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, hygienists, go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way. I'm praying for you guys. Anybody watching this, I'm just praying for you guys. I can only imagine working in an office right now, the nervousness. Oh, mothers, let's go down. Come on down, don't you want to go down? Oh, office managers, go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray. I gotta stop it because I know some of the guys will not agree with that being mixed with the world. But I'm sorry. I feel we need to have more faith. And I've already crossed the line on other videos, so I'm gonna keep crossing. Why not? You know, we get too scared to share things with each other. And doctors, I'm asking you, if you're watching this video and you know your assistant is struggling, give her a gift card to Kroger's, Food City, Walmart, anywhere. Or just order her a bunch of food that she might like. $50. You got maybe 5 total staff members, or a bunch of cans if you can. Some staff members struggle. It's raw and real. But there are a lot of good doctors out there that do take care of their staff. And God, I appreciate you. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, that you guys step up and take care of your staff. And I hope your staff who's watching this, like, are unappreciated of their opportunities, because there are some people who don't appreciate a good doctor. And some doctors are feeling overwhelmed with their overhead, or their staff is causing them issues. If you got a good boss that wants to play some Christian's music, because I've seen posts about that too, and they wouldn't work for a doctor like that. If you got a good doctor that will take care of you, then give them credit too. They need a pat on the back. But really, if you know somebody in your immediate working facility needs help, please, now's the time. And like I said, I pray for everybody, and watch the rest of this video. It's going to have a lot of interesting facts on there. So thank you for watching my part of it, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget, if you order any of the games or my books, it helps with me spending so much time away from my family working on this news and trying to help dental assistant students around the world and just help all my dental professionals. So don't forget to check all the links below, and thank you. God bless you. Get ready.
Altercation to their lives and change in their day-to-day. What are they telling you in a nice, PC, feel-good way? They're telling you quarantine is coming to the United States of America. That's what you need to prepare for now and understand. My sources have confirmed they've already rolled it out. The quarantine's here, the supply shock, and Donald Trump is on top of this. And again, they're ready and able to launch more bailouts because, again, stocks are worthless. Without bailouts, they just go to zero. Constantly, you need more bailouts, more injections, and more credit and more debt. This is already happening now. You're only hearing about now because, again, they're only going to warn you when you're in prison at your home. That's what these people do. That's who these people are, and they can't be trusted. So we have San Francisco declaring a state of emergency. We also have an Iranian top-level official who warned just days ago, downplaying the virus. Don't worry, everything's fine. Iran has it under control. Now he's been diagnosed with COVID-19, the deadly virus, which, according to many of your research, is a form of Sars, which has HIV strains inside of it and has been engineered biologically, as many people believe, as a weapon of bio-warfare, and also for various schemes. Vaccination, which is being rolled out by our top pharmaceutical companies within the coming months, and also many others thinking that this has something to do with the depopulation agenda and plans of the global elite. Iran says official played down virus is infected now. This is coming from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. By the way, links, sources all in the box below. This is not my opinion. This is AP News. This is the Associated Press confirming this top-level, high-level official who was lying to his own people. Notice how isn't that funny? Isn't that karma? Karma's a you-know-what. Now he has the biological virus, and he is at risk, and his family is at risk. Head of the Iranian government task force on the coronavirus, who had urged the public not to overreact about its spread, has tested positive for the illness himself, authorities said Tuesday, as new cases emanating from the country rapidly emerge across the Middle East. So share and spread this message. Warn your friends and family that a quarantine is here. It's not coming. It's here in the United States of America. It has already begun. You need supplies today. I would not wait another second. I would prepare. Think about things like, am I better off bugging in? Do I have more resources bugging in? Or would I be better off, and do I have an alternate location, like a bug out? This would be the time to move if you're considering some kind of relocation strategically. Because in a few days, in a week's time, and I'm telling you, by next week, we will have supply disruptions. You'll see stuff flying off the shelf at your grocery stores. You're going to read about disruptions in the news. We certainly won't have any more inventory either here at AMTV, because I've been warning you about this. And again, I see it from our own business perspective here. I'm just being absolutely honest with you. I look at all the inventory and say, guys, where's the inventory? They say, Christopher, we don't have any. What does that mean? It means it's gone. It means people are stockpiling now. If you have done nothing yet and you still have a little brief window of opportunity to do that, it's really your last chance, in my view. So, if we're wrong, and this is all blown out of proportion, and the CDC is lying to all of us, and, telling us they're going to quarantine us and shut everything down, and don't go to church, don't go to work, and it's all one big lie that I guess this Iranian official has, a COVID-19, and that it's not a global pandemic, and we're just being lied to, well, then at least all of us are prepared. But it sure doesn't appear that way. Again, we have cases down the street here at Arizona State. I see friends, family members, neighbors wearing masks everywhere I go now. So fear or anything like that, I don't want you to be scared. That's not the intent of this video. The intent is really a public service announcement. You're not going to get anywhere else. And in my view, even if it's just one life, It might be yours tuning in that we save here at AMTV. It is worth getting and sharing this message out to the millions of you around the world tuning in. I'm Christopher Green. I love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Jesus Christ is King. You pray to him. You get right with God. That's the most important thing. That's your number one prep. And then you prepare because you see with your own eyes. Again, trust your gut. If your gut's telling you to prepare, to stock up, do it now. It's what I'm doing. It's what my crew's doing. It's what the CDC officials' family members are doing.
And the dental tutor.
The warning, and I would heed the call.
So, here we go. It's given, and later CDC says a pandemic, not a question of it, but when. They're giving up. They're giving up. And then Brazil has confirmed South America's first coronavirus. Germany confirms its second case yesterday, bringing now Germany to 17 cases of coronavirus. Italy says they're now up to 322 cases and 10 people dead. And Tom Cruise has been quarantined. Well, that took a while. It's about time. I mean, Tom Cruise has just been quarantined in Italy, working on the movie Mission Impossible. And he was staying in a village that got quarantined. So now the movie has to be put on hold for at least 2 weeks because Tom Cruise is not drinking Coronas, but has been confirmed. He might be drinking Coronas, I don't know, but maybe he can use some of that Scientology. It's good for a lot of stuff, but it just can't fully protect you. But there's a new mask just developed that is 100% proof, and they're going to be bringing that out as fast as they can. So, but anyway, Italy hotel in lockdown after the first coronavirus case hit a hotel there. Algeria